everybody, welcome back to our second segment of today's Gone Outdoor Show. You're listening on Kello News Talk or KWSN in the Sioux Falls, South Dakota area, or KFGO, the mighty 790 up here in North Dakota and Minnesota. Scotty Brewer, Kyle Agri, Brewer Agri Outdoors, and we're going to chat with Mr. Chad Schilling, Oahe Wings and Walleyes. Been a little while since we had Chad on. Quite often we'll talk walleyes, but this time we're going to talk wings. How you doing, Chad?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me, guys.
So you are living literally in God's country. What many people consider the pheasant capital of North America, South Dakota, and you live right smack dab in the middle of it. You have access to a pile, thousands and thousands of acres that your guide service operates or has access to. What has pheasant season been like? You know, it's only been open for a couple of weeks, but we know if anybody knows what's going on, it's you.
Well, just like you said, we have lots of land, but we have most of it covered by corn still. So it's been good. Considering that most of the land is still, I'd say we're through about less than 10% of the corn harvest. It's been real good. We've shot pretty close to limits every day. But anybody who wants wild birds with their corn standing, you get your butt kicked a lot, and we've done plenty of that this year too. Um, it's been good. I mean, we cover a lot of ground. We do plenty of walks every day. We see a lot of birds. Just a lot of times we're pushing them big fields, and you can see them running. And when you get to the end, they're like Houdini. They just disappear on you. So um, it's been fun though. People love the challenge of chasing these things, and right now we have a little more challenge. I can't really tell you if the numbers are up or down. I know they're not down. To say they're way up, but I'm not sure I'm ready to bark that out there yet either. If they are what we think, the late season's going to be incredible when this corn does finally get harvested.
So what were the counts in the spring? I know you really pay attention to that as well.
I don't do a ton of I don't really follow a lot of it because it's just a hard thing to count. I go by what I'm seeing on our property and don't really worry what the state's seeing. The numbers have been up. Everybody's advertising and claiming that the numbers are way high. And I'm like we said, I do a lot of bow hunting and stuff. And when I'm sitting there not pheasant hunting, I see deer or pheasants everywhere. If I'd see half as many deer as I did pheasants, it'd be pretty real successful. But we had the perfect conditions. You couldn't ask for a better year to raise a lot of birds for wild birds having hatches. We didn't have flooding, we didn't have hail, we didn't have late frosts. Everything lined up perfectly. We had a lot of bugs, grasshoppers. Anytime we have grasshoppers, the pheasants do well. So the rains were perfectly timed, so the habitat is beautiful. We just have so much corn in the field. To be honest, it's hard to say. What I see, I'm optimistic, but it's hard to see. I mean, everyone knows when there's millions of acres of corn out there, it's pretty hard to find them.
Yeah, you're exactly right on that, Chad. They like that. Yeah, the corn isn't just a food source, right? It's also a shelter for them as well, and it really draws them in. And I guess the question I have, you alluded to the fact that late season's going to be really good once that corn comes off. Share with our listeners a little bit about the season in South Dakota. How long does it go, and what's the opportunity available for that late season for hunters?
So a couple of years ago, they extended the season here in South Dakota all the way through the month of January. So we hunt till the 1st of February, and a lot of years. I mean, actually, that's when I finally break out a shotgun and go to having a lot of fun because it's our favorite time. You better have a game plan. You better be fast, and I wouldn't suggest slamming car doors that time of year because one car door and you've got 5,000 birds gone before you get around the field. So it's going to be exceptional. I mean, even if our numbers are just what I think they are, just above normal. I think our numbers are above average, but I don't think they're way high. The fact that we're just not killing them like we normally do, and neither is anybody else with all the corn, so that just leaves more for that late season.
So, Chad, for all of your out-of-state hunters which there are a pile of people that hunt pheasants in South Dakota from out of state, what is your best recommendation? Try and get out there maybe here once a little bit of that corn comes off. get out there after you get a little snow on the ground, or just get out there anytime you can? And I know what that, your first answer is going to be, is just get out here whenever you can. But if people have a
It is
choice,
that, but we're a couple weeks out. I wouldn't be in a big hurry. Guys that are looking to make a trip and bring the family, I'd get a crew of guys, because late season is hard to do by yourself. I'd get a few people with you so you can get around private land, or if you got access to public land. But have a few guys in your group, and I'm telling you, I'm looking at 3 weeks before any substantial amount of corn is out of it, because it's not dry and the farmers ain't able to go. So it's not like we're watching it get combined. It's going to be a little bit. And look at them late seasons. I mean, nothing better than going ice fishing during the day, or pheasant hunting during the day and ice fishing in the evening. There's so many opportunities to do, and the late season is going to be prime time this year. It's going to be better than the opener, I'll almost guarantee you.
you guys have ice fishing around there? I didn't think there were any fish in your area.
We got a few walleyes. Yeah, the bite, seriously, our fall bite. I know this is a pheasant hunting segment, but it's just kicking in. Our water temperatures are so warm that we're finally starting to get some good fishing reports too. So add that into an already busy pheasant schedule, and it's going to be a great late season.
Yeah, which is good. So no matter what you do, bring your ice gear, bring your boat, because I know that there are some massive, massive walleyes. I've heard of a target walleye had a 14-pounder that was caught here a week ago, and that's just the one that was advertised, because I know there's more, and
I know of a couple more that nobody talked about. So yeah. But the numbers, it is tough right now. I mean, getting a 4 or 5 fish day is all they're doing. That and the bird hunting is just waiting for the guys that are patient and waiting for the right time, and it's coming. But our water temperatures are still real warm, and it's just going to get better, just like the bird hunting.
So do you have any tips for any of the guys that do happen? Let's say they're going right now. They're going out pheasant hunting right now. There's corn up all over. What's one tip you can give them? Because it's the hand that was dealt them. They just got to deal with it.
Yep.
How are they going to be able to go out and get a couple of birds?
So I am, like we have said, I'm blessed. I have so many great friends. Heck, most of the land I hunt, I don't even lease. It's great family friends that I've had forever. And a lot of them are ranchers. And the places that are ranch orientated and don't have thousands of acres of corn, I'm doing way better. I mean, I'm blessed enough to be able to plant some food plots in that area, but I'm not competing with 3-4 quarters of corn around. The areas where you can find a walk-in area where you would typically think you were chasing a mule deer, it's a good idea to focus on stuff like that. It's wet everywhere, so it used to be fine creeks and fine sloughs and stuff like that, but we're killing a lot of birds in just dry CRP grass just because every pond's got some water. We've had good rains. So it's not get into the heaviest cattails like a lot of times you'll hear on these reports. It's get where there's not millions of acres of corn right available to the birds.
And that's why we call and talk to Chad, so he can give us the current conditions, because things might be different than what you expect. If you want to go down to South Dakota, your 3-day limit, or your daily limit is 3. You can have a 5-day possession limit. Call Chad. He will get you out in the field or on the water. All you got to do is call him. Chad, how do people get a hold of you?
Look us up at oahewings.com, and it's Oahe Wings and Walleyes, but our webpage is oahewings.com. And like I always say, my wife is the brains. She answers the phones, and we're usually out where we don't have service if life's working well for us.
All right, man. We appreciate you taking a few minutes from your deer hunt and coming on Gone Outdoors.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Stick around. We'll be back with our next segment after this short break. Looking for somewhere to get all your fishing information in one place? Onyx Fish Midwest has something for you. Search for new fishing areas with filtering features such as species, abundance, trophy potential, lake survey info, regulations, and area insights are just a click away.
Getting to your target lake has never been easier with access points and public land ownership clearly marked on Onyx Fish. Mark and customize waypoints and weather for your exact location. Use code BA Outdoors to get 20% off Onyx Fish Midwest at onyxmaps.com.